Hi, if you don't already know who I am, my name is Allie. I spent this entire year trying to work on myself and be the best me possible. This year, I graduated college with my bachelor's, which is great and amazing, but it didn't feel special at all, and I walked away with a lot of debt, which can feel discouraging at times. After graduating, I decided that staying in my college town would be a really good thing for me. I loved my job at the time. I had a super cool new boyfriend. I was simply trying to live my best life. In the beginning of the summer, I decided I was in the need of 2 jobs in order to live comfortably while also paying off my student debt. I worked 75-hour weeks in the middle of a pandemic in the public. A job I once loved turned into a job I hated. I was completely and utterly burnt out. When the pandemic first hit hard in March, my entire family quarantined, and because I was working in the public, I distanced myself for their health and safety. But truthfully, I just wanted to go home. For 8 months, all I wanted to do was quit my job, isolate myself for 2 weeks, and travel home to my family, who I missed so much. And the sad thing is, I had this thought every single day. So, why didn't I do just that? Well, I felt like I had obligations. I was working full-time, constantly taking on new responsibilities and roles in my workplace. I was one of those coworkers that people loved to be around. I'm trustworthy, dependable, and to be blunt, I got shit done. They always made me feel so appreciated, and I truly missed them so much. I also felt like I had obligations within my relationship. As my relationship grew, so did the pandemic. How could I leave someone I loved so much? Someone who depended on me and made me feel safe during such a scary time. Someone who only wanted the best for me, and for every struggle I had, he had the solution. Well, I'll tell ya, I was able to leave someone I loved so much so that I could start loving myself again. I was so depressed and so unhappy. It just built and built and built inside of me. To cope with this building energy inside of me, I began journaling. Most nights and some mornings, and almost every entry had something along the lines of, I just want to go home. November 11th, 2020. This life is so strange. I need to stop saying I'm sorry so much. I'm afraid to say this, but I don't want to be here anymore. In this spot, in this apartment, in this line of work, in this relationship, in this town, I just simply don't want it anymore. I want to be free. I want to be happy. I just want to be home. Needless to say, it was time for me to go home. The day after I wrote that journal entry, I put my 2 weeks in. And the day following that, I told my parents and my partner. I immediately felt free and in control of my life again. It was almost as if the depression had finally stopped smothering me. I've been home for about a month now, and I truly believe that following my gut cured my depression, even if it's temporary. I don't expect to be happy every single day, but I do expect to be happy for the majority of days. Mindset plays a huge role in whether you have a good day or a bad day. I know people who depend on coffee so much that if it isn't made just right, it will completely ruin their day. When I was at home, I had a poor mindset, even though I did my best to take care of myself. I would do yoga, I would drink enough water every day, I would journal, but none of that changed my negative mindset. I was constantly overthinking and thinking negatively. I couldn't stop. It was an endless cycle that only got worse and worse. My biggest accomplishment this year was not graduating college. It was not trying on new jobs for size, and it was not creating a YouTube channel, something I've dreamed of having for so long, but never had the courage to do so. My biggest accomplishment this year was following my gut, taking control of my life, and choosing to be happy even if it's not temporary. Closing 2020 felt really good. I moved myself and my cat home. I allowed myself to slow down and enjoy the holidays with my family. And I'm working on really taking care of myself in all aspects, mentally, physically, and emotionally. I'm so excited to share this new chapter of my life with you. If you or anyone you know are struggling in life right now, I've provided some resources in the description below. It's okay to feel lost and depressed and discouraged, but don't let it take over your life like I did for an entire year. 2020 was certainly a challenging year for all. I hope you can follow your gut and be the truest you possible in this upcoming year. Thank you so much for watching my video. Don't forget to like this video, and if you haven't already, subscribe to follow me on my journey. See you soon!